Hey people, currently working, but again, just had some stuff on my head and I was just like, let me come on live and do another Confessions of a CEO video. I really had fun last week when I did it, and it was just very, very de-stressing in that moment. So if you haven't seen that other video where I talked about, being a CEO and the overwhelm that I feel when it comes to like financial stuff. But today's video is going to be talking about what I do for a living. And so this is a question that I get often, right? Let me actually start off how the conversation usually goes. Like, oh, hey, Georgie, you're so busy. I know you do business. You're so entrepreneurial. You do all these things. But people don't really know what these things are. And I definitely know that because for a while I did a lot of different things and I enjoyed doing a lot of different things. And so some things are hobbies, but they may look like jobs, and other things are like projects, and then other things are like my nonprofit work or like philanthropic work, and then other things are my actual job. Like, this is what I do every day. I'm working, even though I'm like on the computer, or even like social media stuff. So I'll break it down. So what do I do for a living? Well, my day job, right? Do I have something on my face? Oh gosh. I have a messy face. That's what I do for a living. So what I do for a living is, so every day, my job is to do marketing as well as like operational development for GSD Solutions. So GSD Solutions is my business development company that I started in 2019. And when I say like marketing, operations, systems, sales, so what that looks like, I'll give you an example. So for today, I came on and I have this marketing campaign that I'm working on. So last week I recorded the video. Yesterday I edited the video. Sometimes I outsource some of this stuff, but because I do have a background in like editing videos, design, graphics, communications, like if it's quick, I'll just do it myself. Like I don't need to have somebody do it, but it really depends on like if we have like a lot of clients at the time or just like kind of what's happening. And so that, I edited the videos. And so today I came back on and I'm working on some scripts and some content to go along with that video, and then an ebook, a deck. So I created a deck yesterday. So just like this whole entire marketing campaign to then go out and post it on social media and try to get people to engage and then convert them into clients. So that pipeline or funnel, as some people call it, is like my day to day. And so that's one of my days, right? Like that marketing production side. The other part of my days could look like, we found out about a new technology, a new software, a new platform. And so I'll go in and like literally just like nerd out over the platform. And then I'll figure out, okay, here's how it works. This is how we best need to use it. And then create training. So I do a lot of videos and then I'll create trainings for the team to then understand some YouTube videos. So when I'm posting like YouTube videos and things like that, it's not necessarily for fun, right? So I do post YouTube videos for fun and for like a hobby and just like my personal entertainment and just like, feel good, side hustle. But the majority of the YouTube videos that I'm recording, editing, and posting are directly related to business. YouTube has been one of our biggest drivers for new clients. Like, so many new clients have found out about us on YouTube. And I'm not no big YouTuber. My personal YouTube page has like 260 something subscribers, and then like the business page has 11 subscribers. And this has converted into thousands, tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, it doesn't have to always look like, oh, I have 1 million subscribers. Like, do I want 1 million subscribers? Absolutely. I do want to generate money off of YouTube directly. But is that happening right now? It's not, but that's okay. But, again, that's the hobby. So marketing is what one of my days look like, operations. Then it could look like, now that marketing and that operations and training has worked. And so now we have consultations. So I'm meeting with clients. I'm not the only one that meets with clients. Like Pedro from my team and other team members meet with clients too. But I am one of the people. So my day could look like just meeting with clients, meeting with teams, meeting with contractors, assigning stuff to people, going over stuff, meetings. I said meetings like 40 times because meetings are annoying. I just like, can't just email me? I don't want to be here. Like, I really work best sadly, when I have like a big heavy project, I work best by just like being by myself and doing the work in like complete silence. I'm a very social person, but I really like to just focus in on, oh, and side note, I get distracted very easily. But the shirt that I'm wearing, Caribbean Girl Boss, shout outs to Carry On Friends and Carrie-Ann from Carry On Friends for making this shirt. I got it, I think like 2-3 years ago, but you know, really like this shirt and I felt like a Caribbean Girl Boss today, so I rocked it. But back to what I was saying, what do I do for a living? So that's like my job. So I have like a job, my hours. So this is going to be something, I'm going to make another video about this, but I'll just mention it here a little bit. So my hours that I work, like my true hours that like I'm really working, 10 to 3. So on average, I work about 5 hours. Like I have 5 hours solid of work. Then I usually try to get back on in like the evening or the night, like when I put my kids to bed, or if I have a sitter, then I'll work a little bit extra. Or sometimes I've gone to sleep and then wake back up in the middle of the night and work on something because I need to get it done, right? Like I have a busy schedule, but I prioritize. So like when I'm in this time, I'm like, all right, I gotta stay focused. Like do not message me. Like I need to just get this task done. And I've gotten a lot better at like focusing in on what I need to do. And like I was already really good. Hello, the art of getting shit done. And then I got even better at it, which I think is a little borderline. I don't know if it's a good thing, a bad thing. Like I like it. But yeah, my days could look really, really crazy. And people are just like, that's like 3 days in one. I'm like, well, that's just how I operate. So I got it done. I'm sorry. And then, so that's like my work. That's my day job. That's what I do for work. Then I have my side hustle, which is the GSD with Georgie stuff, where it's like I make the YouTube videos there about like being a mom, being an entrepreneur, content like this. And that helps me because it gets me to a level of comfort, right? A level of comfort so that when I am in these business meetings, when I am making videos for business, like I have a bunch of speaking experience. I have over 400 videos on my YouTube channel. Not all of them are public, so you probably won't see that number when you go there. Hundreds of blogs, right? So I'm practicing every day in like every essence of my life of public speaking, engaging with clients, selling, marketing, interacting, talking, standing my ground, being confident, just building up the skill set that I need to be a successful entrepreneur. So that's what I do there. So that's my side hustle. And I do a lot of writing. I love to write. I love to talk. And then a couple years ago, I was a co-founder of the Black Pot Awards, and that was really fun because it just kind of gave like a sense of unity, especially when everything was happening with the pandemic. I still do work on that, but not as much as I used to before. So that's more of like a project, like I wouldn't say a side hustle. I would say more so a project, like a passion project. It just feels good to support that and do work there. Then I have Caribbeans in Tech and Entrepreneurship, which is a nonprofit that I started for Caribbeans in Tech. And so that has gone into like project mode. I'm not focusing on it as heavily as I used to. We are looking for more board members and just like some legalities around it, but we have like a system and like we do like a quarterly meetup. We have our newsletter. So that's like a low touch point and then it just kind of does its own thing. So that's not really like my job, but it definitely is a project that I support and, want to see do well. And what else? Oh, business consulting and coaching. So business consulting and coaching is what my company does for scaling businesses. So like if you're a small business ready to become a medium business, or a medium business becoming a large business, like we do it there. And then I also, as a side hustle, do one-to-one consulting, small group consulting, coaching courses. And that's just more on my own time to generate extra revenue. Like I've started multiple businesses. People look to me for business advice and things like that. And so I do that, but it's not like every day what I'm doing. And I used to do like websites. Again, my company does that, which is going to be a higher rate than back when I used to do it individually. And so, things have transformed. Like a lot of the things I used to do, back in the day, I used to do a lot of things, do a lot more. Now my day is like, I literally have a full-time job. Like my full-time job is being the CEO of my company. And that, what I'd like to say about that transition is that it was a very emotional transition because I was so used to being a freelancer, doing dozens of different things, a lot of small projects, a lot of side hustles, just like kind of putting together a lot of different things to make it work when I had part-time jobs and things, just doing many, many different things. Now, this takes up the majority of my day. So even if I want to spend time in like my side hustles, I have to remember, like, I have employees depending on me. I have a family depending on me. I have to be more focused, right? Like, clients are depending on us. The employees are depending on us. Like, the bigger picture is here. Like, this is a company versus just like a passion project, a side hustle, or me freelancing, right? That transition from freelance, freelance individual agency owner to full-time business CEO, was, how could I say this? It was very emotional in the sense of I had to get different skills. I had to say no to a lot more things. I had to raise my price, right? That was scary as hell. Because one person coming in as an individual versus a whole entire agency coming in, a business coming in, is two different things. And I had to be mindful of that, right? Like, I could come in as an individual back then at when I first started, $25 an hour, $15 an hour. And I think I found like a little, I did when I was going through my stuff the other day. I found like a document, my very first for hire. And I think I was charging like $15, $20 an hour. And that I can't charge that, right? Like, at all. Definitely in the beginning, you have your prices, your starter rates to get people interested. But as you grow, you have to grow literally. So that's a little bit about what I do, and I hope it was clear. So pretty much I am specialized in like marketing, operations, and development for a business development agency. And what business development agency what we do at the business development agency is like the top thing that we focus on right now is virtual events. But overall, it's like what we do is help small and medium-sized businesses figure out what technologies to use to grow their business. And that could look like, here you need a website, you need Google, you need to hook your stuff up to Google, you need this software to manage your customers, you need this CRM, you need this marketing solution, this sales solution, this app, this platform. So we match people up as well as train the staff that's going to work on that platform for them. That's kind of what I do. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, I thought people are still not going to get it. I've learned that and I've accepted that. Like, people just be like, oh, you're so busy. What do? You do so many things. Da-da-da, you're great. And I'm like, thank you. All right, y'all. So that was this CEO confession of what do I do for a living. I be living, y'all. I wish I could just live and be like an influencer and just post like little Instagram photos, and that would be my life, like eating, traveling. Yeah, that's what I would want to be doing. And on a side note, before I jump off, what do I want to be doing is because especially as a CEO, I've thought about it recently, this is where I am right now. Like, where do I see myself in 10, 15 years? So the first thing that I came across was looking at my resume. And a couple years ago, 2 years ago, somebody told me, your resume does not look like a person that's applying for a job. Your resume looks like a person that's trying to run a company. I'm like, well, yeah, because that's my experience. I've run multiple companies. That's what I do. And I'm just I think of having a job would be cool. And people are probably like, what the hell is wrong with you? Hear me out. So I've never really had a real full-time job. And when I say a real full-time job, I mean a 401k, benefits, working at a company. That's my company. I got that through my company. But I want to do that for maybe 2-3 years at another organization, so I could see just kind of what it's like, just experience it. I feel like I have a lot of value to offer, a lot of insight, a lot of mindset and strategy. So I, step down as CEO at my own organization and then go into a C-suite or some senior executive level at another company. I think that would be cool. Who knows? If you are hiring, reach out. Maybe you are the person. You're the agency. I'm not trying to leave my company, but I think I want to feel these different experiences, because especially when you do certain things, and I've done a lot of different things. I'm just what do I want to try? I know for sure that I'm going to be a CEO, I'm going to be a business owner, I'm going to be in charge of whatever company I'm at for the majority of my life. So I want to have these experiences to see what it's like to work at a company, have a team that you're not the top level leader of, if that makes sense. Because being the oldest child, being a mom, a lot of the roles in my life, I've been the person that's in charge, the most responsible party, like the top. And I'm like, what if I just had like a mid-level, or like there's like people above me? Like that would be nice. Like, how does that feel? Yeah, that is my CEO confession for today, y'all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.